Hey everybody, Big Buddha here. I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to rename gladiators so you can have some custom named gladiators in your game. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab my ModdingGUI. The link will be down in the description. Come over to releases. We'll grab the latest version. I've already done so, so I will open up my ModdingGUI folder. The backups folder will not be in here when you unzip, but that is okay. After you've unzipped, we can just double click. It should start up. If you get a pop-up telling you that you need Python, you will also need to go install Python, and during installation, make sure you check the box that says add to path. After you've done so, you can use the xdelta patch application section here in order to apply the patch. So we can jump into here, grab our vanilla ISO, get the xdelta, click on xdelta. It should go, you hit apply, and it's that simple to apply a patch. There should be no issues. It should patch successfully. After you have a patch applied, we can go to unpacking. We can select the ISO. So in this case, it just generated, you can see the date time says 8:41 here. That's the time it is for me. We can click this patched ISO, name this to custom glads or whatever you want to name it. Hit unpack, and I am going to cut forward to when it's finished unpacking because this can take some time. Now that it is finished unpacking, you can see on the sidebar here, we have the custom glads in our project file tree. You can expand that. We have a Beck ISO. We just want the Beck data. And first we're going to start off with editing the gladiators. So you can actually come in here and double click on this, and it should open up your default text editor. Mine is Notepad++. So let's say we want to have this Amazon right here be named something differently. We could change this name and say, instead of Abigail, we can name it Abigail, as long as that name is not already taken. So I'll hover over this, Control F, and that will search through. It looks like that is the only occurrence. You cannot have duplicates. And then we can save. Or say that you want another Amazon, but you don't want to go through all the work of finding out all these values here. You can just grab this Amazon. You can add it right underneath, and then we'll say this is Abigail 2. And we'll save. So now the gladiators are created. It is that simple to create the gladiators. So we'll go back in the modding GUI. There's something else you need to do if you actually want to be able to have these units. We'll go into towns, leagues, and you can see there's a lot of leagues here, but these are the names of all of the places. So say you want them to show up in the pit. You can double click this. We can come here, and I'll just change these names. I'll copy this so I make sure I spell it exactly the same. We'll say Abigail goes here. We'll say Abigail 2 goes here. And just like that, these units would show up in the pit now, the next time that we go to the pit, as long as you load this ISO. And I'll show you now how to generate the ISO. We come in here. It's just as simple as going to packing. And you'll see, I'm just going to clean up my sidebar here a little bit. You'll see it actually already pre-filled your custom glads here. This time, also, if you wanted to use the randomizer is built in here. Team Builder currently does not do anything, but the randomizer, you can come in here, randomize your game if you want to have a little bit more fun. If not, you can just come straight back into packing. And as long as this matches, mostly this bit here, matches what's named up here on the top side, we can just hit pack. Unless you are a modder, I would highly recommend having this skip validation checked. If you are a modder, you can uncheck this and it will do a little bit of validation for you over time. More validation is going to be added. I am now going to skip forward to when the packing finishes because this can take upwards of 3 minutes. After it's finished, you'll see the packing completed successfully message here. That tells you that your ISO has been created, and we can actually click open containing folder and validate that. You see right here, our ISO has been created. I should be able to load directly into Dolphin now. Let me get Dolphin set up and I will cut to us loading the game. So here we are in the game. We're going to enter into town. I'm just going to speed up the game a little bit to get through the menu. Should be able to go into recruiting, and there's Abigail, and there's Abigail 2. Ready for recruitment, good to go. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to @ me directly on Discord or put them in the comment of this video. If you have any issues with the modding GUI, you can either, again, send them directly to me in my projects folder or open them as an issue on the tracker in GitHub.